Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan TheOrganizer. So today, special video. It's going to be a first person point of view, so a POV detailing video. We're going to be tackling the interior of my 2021 Porsche 911 Turbo S with a quick detailer. So something new. This, by the way, is not a sponsored video. It's not a paid review. We're going to be going through a couple of things, just you and I, raw style, giving my impressions. I know you guys liked a recent video where I tried the CarPro Blackout tire coating. That's going great so far. So we're 3 maintenance washes in and it still looks fantastic. So more updates on that. But as I said, today I'm going to be testing something new. So the Gyeon Interior Detailer, hopefully you guys can see this well, bear with me, it's the first time I do a POV video. So basically what this is, well, as the name states, interior detailer, but it has a strong hygienic action, which means it removes daily contaminants and leaves a pure clean surface. What this means essentially, according to Gyeon, well, this is alcohol based, so it's gonna lightly clean and it's also going to sanitize the interior. So we're going to be testing this. So it's a new product that I ordered myself. So again, this has not been sent by the company. This is not a paid review. I'm going to give you my first impressions. I know you guys liked to have the kind of discovery video with me using Blackout for the first time from CarPro. So today we're going to be using this. What I liked of this is that it's one product that can do it all. So that's the promises, meaning it can be used on leather. It can be used on the Alcantara headliner that I have, on your infotainment screens as well, any gloss black surfaces, plastics, leather, basically pretty much all the interior surfaces, even your glass. So we're gonna see how well this works because I like a one product does it all kind of thing. So for your maintenance cleans, so every week or 2 weeks or once a month perhaps, just to maintain your stuff, this is good on all surfaces. This is not a protection, at least it doesn't state that it has any protection, and basically you spray on a towel, you wipe off, and that's pretty much it. So I like the simplicity of use. We're also going to be talking about the few trio here of cordless flex polishers. So that'll be interesting. I've been testing that recently, and I also ordered a Bigboi blower. So this is their Blower Pro, so their top of the line unit. And well, I have a trio of blowers, so I'll be giving you my first impressions of this one, the classic Metrovac Master Blaster Revolution, and the cordless Ego 580 CFM blower, which is a leaf blower that I absolutely love as well. So 3 great products. We're going to talk about the differences. So yeah, it should be a pretty cool episode. So you know the drill. Without further ado, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm your host, Pan TheOrganizer. I hope everyone is having a great day. Can you see me in the reflection, hopefully here on the windshield? I got that head mount GoPro Hero 9 Black, so I'm testing this new equipment. So as I said, today we're testing the Gyeon Interior Detailer for the first time. So on the interior of my brand new Porsche, and a bunch of other stuff later in the video. But I want to remind you that any tools, products, equipment that I'll be talking about today, I'll drop the links in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Also, if you're new to my channel, take a second and click the subscribe button that's found under this video. And that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos so you can continue to learn more about car detailing. So all the products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques. So let's dive right into using this. So basically it's a spray-on product. This is not a protection item, by the way. This is a maintenance cleaner. So see this, of course, as an interior detailer. So for some light duty work, for light cleaning, removing dust, fingerprints, any grease from hands and light oils on the interior. So Gyeon recommends to use a bald wipe. Here, by the way, is where I like to keep my microfibers organized. So yeah, I'm gonna need to do a little bit of work because I like them even more neat than this. I keep a few of my flex cordless batteries, more on that towards the end of this video when we talk about the other products. Okay, so Gyeon bald wipe. Hopefully you can all see this nice on camera. So again, bear with me. This is the first test that I do. I know you guys liked the CarPro video where I tried the Blackout here. So this was a water-based tire coating that is doing a fantastic job. So we're going to follow this over the coming months, and I'll give you, of course, my impressions. Apparently it can last up to 6 months with 2 coats, so that's good. So we have our microfiber towel, and I'll also be grabbing one of these Detail Factory brushes. I ordered a bunch of them, as you can hopefully see here, because they released a bunch of colors. So Detail Factory did not send these to me. I ordered them myself. I went a bit crazy because I wanted all these colors. Again, all of these will be linked in the description, but what I like of these brushes is the soft nature of the bristles. These are as soft as it gets. I mean, this is like makeup grade stuff, right? That you could use basically on your face if you wanted to, but perfect for interior, very gentle surfaces, or if you're detailing emblems on the outside. So they have 2 sizes, the big one and the small one. So I like the ergonomics of this. Perfect to grab in hand. They modified the new ones a bit, apparently, with the grip and things like that. But yeah, very sturdy brushes, very well made. They last forever. I mean, I've had a few of these brushes now for well over probably 2 years at this point. And so these brand new ones are cool because they have all these colors. So let's go ahead and try this Interior Detailer, which, by the way, Gyeon says is alcohol-based. I haven't seen any real-world testing done yet on other channels, so this is going to be a first impressions from me to you. So let's step inside the vehicle here. Hopefully the lighting is okay for you guys. So if we have a quick look here, the rear view mirror has a bit of fingerprints there and some light dust. If we look at the gloss black here in the center, thank God there's not a lot of it in the car because these are like fingerprint smudging magnets galore. So a bit of dust in here, some light duties, of course. When you get to enjoy driving this every day, well, you also got to maintain it in good tip-top shape. I don't know if you can tell here, a bit of smudges on the infotainment screen. So we have a bit of dust here in the steering wheel. This is beautiful, by the way. It's see-through. So the way they made it, it's well, it's all the way open in the back there. So very nice steering wheel from Porsche. So all the driver interfaces are very nice to touch and handle, but basically, well, especially in COVID times, you know how it's important as well to keep our interiors sanitized and disinfected. I like knowing that I have a clean interior, so not only to remove the dust, but this is also supposed to be hygienic in its action, so to basically sanitize your interior surfaces. Now, if we look here, I think they talk about safe on interior. There you go. Leather, plastic, Alcantara, fabrics, glass, and all types of trim. So basically any surface that you have inside your vehicle, this is going to do a good job, hopefully. So let's turn the sprayer on. And then we're going to take our microfiber towel. Let me set this here for just a second. Prep this towel. So a short nap microfiber towel. You don't have to use the Gyeon bald wipe. It's just the one that they recommend, but any microfiber towel really with a short nap should do. So we're going to shake the product like we always do. Going to spray some, prime the spray here. Does it smell like anything? Oh yeah. It smells super fresh. So that's good. I always like a nice light scent. So kind of reminds me a bit of their Gyeon Prep product. So their surface prep before you apply the ceramic coatings, right, to remove any polishing oils and residue. Man, this flashes right away. Look at that. And it's gone. I like a product that doesn't linger. It's not leaving any residue behind. So that's great. So leather steering wheel. I like to grab the steering wheel and to twist like this to make sure we're cleaning it correctly. So add a bit more. There we go. Hopefully the footage is okay, by the way. You can drop some comments in the comment section under the video to let me know if everything is fine, if it looks okay as well. I was trying to do some great quality videos for you guys. You can flip your towel then to the dry side and just do a light buff, but I mean, I didn't even have to do that, and it was already out of the way. So we can use this Detail Factory light brush now to get in all the nooks and crannies to remove the dust. It's doing a great job at that. Absolutely love these brushes because they are so gentle. So no worries of scratching any interior surface. regardless if it's a Porsche or any car that you guys have. I love this for cleaning duties. Here you go. You get into all the nooks, all the crannies. And boom, we have a nice clean steering wheel. Absolutely love it. Now let's try it on these black, gloss black or piano black surfaces to see how long this lasts. Man, can you see that? That flashes like boom right away. So a light clean. Let's go ahead and do that. Reach in the back here, remove any dust, any dirt, any debris. There we go. Flip it to the dry side. Give it a gentle buff. And there we go. We have a nice sanitized surface. And no residue left behind. This is squeaky clean. Wow. Well, so far so good, guys. Let's remove the dust that's in here. It's kind of 3D island for the optional aluminum PDK gear selector. And there we go. I'm going to vacuum towards the end, so no worries for that. So the matte carbon fiber trim here. Now let's go to the infotainment. I'm going to spray the towel once again. A few light spritzes there. And this is one key thing, right? We all want a product that can do multiple functions. So let me get into that corner. And I can tell all the smudges are gone. That is it. So instead of using multiple products for the interior, this is a one product does it all. And look at that. No smudges, no residue, no streaking. Hopefully you guys can tell on camera. Man. Well, Gyeon has a winner. Let's do these side screens as well. These are digital little screens, which is new for Porsche in the 911 992 generation. So they're not analog anymore, but they did keep this analog center tack for the RPMs. So I like that. I don't even have to buff, man. I mean, it just leaves no residue, no streaking. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the fact that I'm doing some light cleaning duties as well. So you're disinfecting, you're sanitizing, all while you're doing this. Wow. I still get excited. Even after 24 years of detailing, guys, it is awesome to discover new products from companies. This is a new product offering from Gyeon. I saw their video that they did. Great presentation in January of 2021 to present their new lineup of products. So I did a few reviews to present their new lineup, but this was a product that they did not send me at the time, so maybe it wasn't released yet. So I purchased this, but I mean, it is great. I'll be ordering more. It's doing some great work. Okay, so we saw that it worked great on this matte carbon fiber trim, on the gloss black trim. There we go. That's beautiful. On the infotainment, on the digital displays here. Let's try this now on glass. So this is tinted glass, and it should be safe. So maybe one light spritz, because they're already pretty clean. I clean them using a glass cleaner, but just to remove maybe some light dirt and smudges. And we have this leather surface here. We can go over that as well. And look at that. No streaks, no nothing. It instantly flashes. I absolutely love that. It leaves a nice matte finish, by the way. Satin to the touch, which I like as well. The door handles, very important to clean and sanitize those. These gloss black buttons here. We have more gloss black buttons there for the windows. We have the leather door cards. Leather all over the place. More matte carbon fiber trim here. This light aluminum brushed matte finish does a great job on everything. These Burmester speaker grills, aluminum grills as well. There you go. So it's very important to do these light cleaning duties often. That way you can keep your interiors looking clean, just like I love them. There we go. The stalks on the side there. One more spray, one more spritz. So all the touch surfaces. Now, hopefully, let me try and get different angles for this. Hopefully you guys can see the mirror. So let's do the rear view mirror here. You see how quickly this flashes? Look at that, can you tell? Look. Boom, it's gone. So that's probably the alcohol base that allows it to flash quickly. And there you go. One buff with the dry side. And there you go. And now we have a clean rear view mirror. Fantastic. So let's try the leather now. The leather seats, which had some leather protection. So depending on when you watch this video, you're gonna see what protection I added. So search for the video on my channel, but basically a leather coating, of course, to protect the leather against dye transfer, against UV rays, so the cracking, the fading, against friction damage as well from going in and out of the car. We want this leather feeling supple and keep it clean and of course easier to maintain. So now is the time to do a light maintenance. So there you go. Hopefully the light is not glaring there on camera. I love the fact that it flashes this quickly and is doing a nice job to leave a clean, fresh surface. It smells awesome. A clean, fresh surface that is not only sanitized, but basically clean of any dirt, oils, light smudges. Of course, any dust that you have, it's important to remove dust so you can have a clean interior. That looks awesome. Let's go on the other side now to do the dash. So the towel is still damp. So let me have a seat here. And there we go. That's awesome. So for your light dusting duties, to remove the dust, the smudges, and look at that. We have so many trees here. First time I experience a bit of pollen as well. Man, this looks super clean. Now for these vents here, once again, you use your soft detailing brush to get into all the nooks and the crannies. Remember guys, it's always the little details that make a vehicle look cleaner in the end, right? See that inside? Now that's perfectly clean. That's what we want. So all your air vents, just go in them with your brushes. And like the paint, when you're doing interiors, I like to work from top to bottom. So here we might have done things a bit differently today for the demo purposes. But if this were a general cleaning interior for the for the interior, I'd start with the headliner. So which by the way is Alcantara in my vehicle. So this goes on Alcantara as well. So if you have your microfiber and you want to remove some dust or some light staining or some fingerprints or whatever that's on there, there you go. You can use this product on all the interior surfaces. So glass, plastics, carbon fiber, gloss black items, your infotainment display, your leather. I mean, wow. And you're using very little of it. So I love it. It does a great job, and it's going to help me keep this car looking beautiful. So did we address pretty much all the interior surfaces? I think so. So let's move on now to some discussions. So, well, what do I think of this? It is a winner. It's definitely going to have its place in my lineup. So there are some other interior detailers that I absolutely loved, if you guys remember. So let me have a look here on my shelf. There's the lithium inner space. Not only does it smell awesome, it conditions your surfaces. It leaves a bit of protection behind. The same thing goes for the Adams Polishes Interior Detailer. This one here has microban technology for viruses and microbes and germs and all that kind of stuff. So that was good. They have a bunch of different scents that they have. So this is the Sweet Almond scent. If you remember, my brother tried these. He picked the winner in the end as the inner space, but both are very, very good. I like both of them. I have a bunch of these in different scents, the Adams ones. And this one too is supposed to smell, if I remember, like juicy fruit bubblegum. So they smell awesome. They add a bit of UV protection inside. So if you're, see here, shields against UV rays. It has a low sheen factory look. That's what I like, protects and restores. So this was a very, very good one. You can watch that video that we did with my brother. And the interior detailer, so same thing here. It has a bit of UV protection in it. It has, if we see here, microban technology, so it inhibits the growth of bacteria and surfaces. So they all promise this. They have odor neutralizers and UV blocking agents. So if you want a bit of protection, you can go with these. But if you want a one product does it all, especially I don't think I've seen something like this that does all those surfaces. So from Gyeon, nice bottles, by the way. The packaging is stupendous, like they always do. So their interior detailer cleans, sanitizes, helps to disinfect a bit, and basically good on all the interior surfaces. The smell is awesome, and it flashed quickly. Leave that OEM matte finish that I absolutely like. So this is gonna go here on the forefront. Yes, on my shelf. Thumbs up from Pan TheOrganizer. So again, links in the description under the video. It works well, like I said, with their bald wipe towel. This is a short nap microfiber towel, but you can use any short nap towel that you have. These detail factory brushes, by the way, for any cleaning duties, you want to do your emblems outside or delicate places like the trims, right? When I like to detail vehicles to their fullest potential, when I'm doing the exterior, you want to get into those nooks and crannies of your trim. You want something that will not scratch the paint, and this is as soft as it gets. Of course, on the interior for your light dusting duties and cleaning duties, absolutely fantastic. So now let's move on to the cordless polishers. So hopefully, by the way, the footage still looks okay. Again, you guys let me know in the comment section if it's acceptable. I know my new camera gear is this crazy Sony a7S Mark III 4K camera with amazing lenses. But this is my GoPro Hero 9 Black Edition. I'm filming in 5K at 30 frames per second, but the video will be obviously produced in 4K. So hopefully it looks okay. So what do we have? First of all, there's this Flex. So all three of them, by the way, are the Flex polishers. These are all cordless. So new entries. I think they've been out for a little over a year now. So this is their PXE80 model. So it's a brushless motor. This is a 3-inch polisher. So if you have your smaller polishing duties, if you want to do some areas that are more difficult to access, like corners of your panels, if you want to do your trim like there, or the B pillars, the A pillars, things like that, just areas that are harder to reach with the bigger backing plates, well, this is the one for you. It works well, cordless. This has the smaller batteries, so the 2.5 amp hour lithium ion 12 volt. So if we look at the 12 volt compared to the 18 volt, so this is the 12 volt 2.5 amp. So 2.5 amp in the 18 volt is a bit bigger. And if you want the big daddy for, of course, more runtime, like on these bigger polishers, they have the 18 volt 5 amp hour lithium ion batteries. So this one here, once again, the operation, pretty simple. So you start it with this button and then it locks, and you have your speed with plus or minus. There you go, you can tell the sound now. And then you stop it. So random orbital, it works very, very well. The ergonomics, like all the Flex polishers, are very good. By the way, I ordered these as well, so I grabbed some from Carzilla and Car Supplies Warehouse. So the guys, Chicago Auto Pros. So Flex did not send me these polishers. They did not pay for the review. Although I wish they had sent me these polishers. They're quite expensive, but they're well worth the expense. I have my trusty Flex 3401 here. So this is a forced rotation or direct drive. I've had this for well over a decade. It's a workhorse. So if you want your pad never to stall, you can have forced rotation polishers. But I also have a trusty Rupes LHR Mark II. So this is a LHR 15 Mark II. So 5-inch backing plate. This is a dual action random orbit. And they're smaller Bigfoot Mini. So the LHR 75E Mini. So again, 3-inch, 3-inch. You can see the difference in size though. Look at that. This is the corded one from Rupes. And this is the Flex. Very, very small. And of course, super practical because they're cordless. However, if you want ultimate power, I still notice that corded will give you a lot more power. So if you're somebody who polishes in a professional level on an everyday basis and you do multiple hours of polishing, 5, 6+ hours, you're going to want the corded versions. They do offer more power and especially more stable power over the time. As the batteries become deplete on the cordless polishers, you do lose a bit of that bite or that cutting capability. But what they have in spades though is portability and ease of use, and of course practicality. So this is why I think maybe we use this. If you're a weekend warrior or even a professional detailer that doesn't maybe polish as much, but you want practicality, well then these are very, very good. I'll be looking into some other companies as well. You guys have mentioned that there are other ones that you want me to look at as far as the cordless one goes. But this is a German brand, so they've been very reliable for me. That 3401 is still going strong like day one. I haven't changed anything in it, so none of those motors are brushless or whatever they are. Okay, what is the next one? We have another brushless one here. So this is the XFE 15150. So basically the difference between these two, the XFE 15, this is their dual action random orbit. So here if we look, let me close this. Be more obvious. So if we spin it, so you see how it's free spinning now, and then it's a random orbit as it goes around. So this is their random orbit version. So once again, the XFE 15150. So this is the sound. You have a variable speed control here on the side. So this is what it is at full blast. So you can control your speed. There's a speed lock here on the side. You have your variable trigger and of course the battery. So very, very simple. Slide in, clip in, that's it. Again, ergonomics, very, very, very good. So they still are a bit heavy on the backside because of the batteries, right? So if you see where the weight is, if you try to weight it properly, yeah. So it's heavy because of the battery. However, overall, the ergonomics are very good. The weight is properly distributed. It takes you a bit of time to get used to because now you have this weight in the back that's different because it's angled, right? So yeah, it takes a bit of time to get used to. Some like to hold the battery and do it like this. Some like to hold with a trigger and keep it up front. Basically, you find whatever is good for you. But yeah, so variable speeds, we see here 7,600 RPM top speed. Of course, when you're polishing, you're using 4 to 6. And if you're just applying a light wax or sealant, it's going to be a speed number 2 is a classic one. And then if we move on to their other brushless one, this is the XCE8. So this one here is their forced rotation or gear driven. So look at the backing plate. You see it stops right away. So that's the forced rotation. So this never stalls, obviously. It keeps on rotating because it's a forced rotation. If you feel that your pads, by the way, are stalling on your dual actions, you got to readjust your technique. Lift off. You want to let the machine do the work with the pad. Don't put too much pressure on it. 10 to 15 pounds max. If you're stalling, that means you probably hit a curve or an area that's not as flat, or you're putting too much pressure down. So lift off a bit, and you got to keep that pad spinning, right? That's important. So once again, same ergonomics, almost the same weight, if we can say. This one here though, so you guys can hear the sound, that's a full blast. And that's speed number 1. So variable speed control, you get the locking here for the trigger. You get that variable trigger here, same thing with the battery. You clip it in, clip it out, there you go. So same ergonomics, same way to hold this. Another variable beast. So far, these guys have been doing great. But once again, if you're doing like multiple heavy hours, 6, 7, 8, 10 hours of polishing over multiple days, and you just want the best performance, well, the corded options are going to give you more power. These here are for practicality, so you'll need a few batteries. In my testing, is like anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes in that area. The sweet spot is roughly 35 minutes. If you're polishing on lower speeds, you'll probably get the full 40 minutes. But if you're polishing at higher speeds, 25 to 30 is what you should aim for. So they still last a long time. Comes with the charger that you have here, so you can connect to your batteries. But of course, I got multiple batteries because you want to get, well, obviously some great running time. So when it's done, you just switch and continue using, and there you go. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batteries of the 18 volt, 5 amp hour lithium ion batteries. For the 2.5 12 volt, I have 2 of these. So this will last quite a long time as well on the smaller PXE80 because you're not polishing as much with the smaller polishers. So if you want a lighter battery and you don't need as much runtime, there you go. So you get the smaller compact. So now it feels much lighter in the hand. But if you want more runtime, well, then you get the 18 volt, 5 amp hour ones. So it's up to you. And the whole ecosystem of the flex polishers use the same battery, so you can interchange them as you saw. You have your charger. One charger comes with each unit. So I have 2 of these, but I keep one there for easy access. So yeah, overall, some great stuff, guys. This has been working great. I find myself reaching for them quite often because of the practicality. Cordless, I think, is the way to go. These are, imagine, this is like the first offerings for the cordless as far as flex goes in many of these companies. So in 2, 3, 4 years from now, imagine where we'll be, right? So German made, you can see here, made in Germany. Some, of course, build quality is as good as their corded version, my 3401 VRG. So, which means top of the line. This is a top tier manufacturer for polishers. So Flex and Rupes are probably 2 of the best out there. And this definitely fits that quality build. So some great stuff. If you're looking for some cordless polishers, yeah, I'll be looking into those. Probably a few models from Makita, DeWalt as well. Was it SCS or this other company that you guys want me to look into, basically. So stay tuned. If you guys want to see, by the way, a full review of this and some polishing clips, let me know. I'll try and make that happen. Okay, so now let's move on to the car dryers, guys. So in my opinion, 3 of the best car dryers that money can buy currently. These are high-end, so they're on the more expensive side. So we have the Metrovac Master Blaster Revolution. The Revolution comes with a bit of optional stuff like the 30-foot hose or 9-meter hose. Then we have the Bigboi Blower Pro. So this is their top-of-the-line version as well. Dual motors, same thing for the Metrovac Master Blaster. And we have the cordless option from Ego. This is a leaf blower that I like to use as a car dryer. So this is their 580 CFM blower. So let's quickly talk about the differences of all 3. First of all, as far as portability and practicality goes, by far the winner is the Ego 580 CFM because, well, it's a cordless option, right? So, of course, it's super practical because you just pick it up, you use it, and that's it. So 56 volt batteries, ion lithium, very easy to remove. So I have these 5 amp hour batteries. These will last more than one drawing, or if you're drawing a larger vehicle, you should be good with 1 battery. With a smaller vehicle like my Porsche 911, I go through maybe 3 ticks out of the 5. You have the display here in the back, which tells you the state of the charge. And then it's a clip-on battery. That's it. When you want to recharge it, I have my optional quick charger that I got as well. So Ego 580 CFM, they replaced it with a new 650 CFM model, which is a bit more powerful. However, Matt from Obsessed Garage, my buddy, he has both and prefers the 580 like me because it has not as high of a pitch as the 650 has, according to him. By the way, when you're using any blower, guys, please wear protective ear guards. Believe me, you want to protect your hearing because they all get pretty loud. You're displacing heavy and fast volumes of air. So 580 CFM of airflow. The other ones here, as far as their airflow ratings, are very similar. So the Metrovac Master Blaster Revolution, roughly 59,000 feet per minute of airflow. And the Bigboi, same thing, roughly 59,000 feet per minute of airflow. So let's talk about the Metrovac Master Blaster Revolution. So this is an all steel construction. So as far as build quality goes, this is the heaviest duty one. Yeah, all steel casing. This is made in the USA from Metrovac. Dual 4 horsepower peak engines. So 4 plus 4, that's 8 horsepower total. This one here is rated at 18 amps. And this one here from Bigboi, so this is their blower. I think these are made in Australia, if I remember. I recently ordered this from Carzilla, so Bigboi did not send the unit to me. So this is the new edition. I ordered it because I wanted to try it, because this one here is more compact. This is a plastic build though. It has dual engines, so dual 1600 watt motors, filtered hot air. Same thing for the Metrovac Master Blaster, so filtered hot air. The two downsides of these blowers are, well, essentially you have to lug them around because they're corded. The power cords are quite long on both, but yeah, you still have to lug them around. This one comes with a handle and some casters, so it's still easy to lug around. It's smaller and lighter weight, 6.4 kilos if I remember correctly in weight. This one here is a bit heavier and is a bit bulkier. However, the build quality, if you're looking for that, second to none. Big handle. Has optional wall mount here that I use to wall mount it. You put it on there and that's it. Has a filter in the back. One thing I didn't like as much is the hose. So this is a plastic hose, but it's very rigid and is not as pliable. It needs many minutes of runtime before it gets a bit more supple, and so you can like twist it. So it needs to get a lot hotter to be able to be pliable. So this is one of my critiques. It's pretty stiff. One thing I like about the Bigboi blower so far, I got the optional 30 foot or 9 meter hose. It comes with a smaller one that's still the same, super flexible, but just get the bigger one. This one too has a 30 foot or 9 meter one. 30 feet, 9 meters is very good because you can go around the entire vehicle. But when you start it up, it heats up. Look at the expansion. So that's awesome. It's this more rubberized feel. So yeah, it's more soft and pliable, and it's like a slinky. Look how easily this goes. So that's what I like. However, although on paper they seem to have the same airflow, I can definitely tell so far that the Master Blaster is a lot more powerful. So if power is your thing and your ultimate criteria, the Metrovac would be for you. This is the one that produces the highest velocity of wind that goes out of the tip. I can be pretty far distance with the Metrovac and it'll blow water off. This one here, you have to be a bit closer to the panels in my testing for it to work, but it's still super efficient. And so yeah, I like the hose of this one a lot better because it's more pliable, but both units are very well made. It depends, of course, on your tastes, the budget as well. I think this is anywhere from $480 to $500. This one here is maybe a little over $500 US. Again, I'll leave the links in the description for the most up-to-date prices if you guys want to check these out. But I also got a wall mount for this. I'll probably be wall mounting this somewhere in the garage soon. But yeah, if you guys want to see a review of this new Bigboi Blower Pro, they have smaller units if you prefer the more entry-level ones or mid-tier. This is their top-of-the-line, most powerful unit that they have. Very compact, but once again, for both of these, I recommend plugging them into a 20 amp circuit. So in my garage, it's a new construction. I have a 20 amp circuit there, 15 amp here, another 15 here, and another 20 amp circuit here. So I recommend 20 amps. If you're using a very powerful pressure washer like my Krenzla 1122 TST, 2.1 gallons per minute electric power washer, I put it on my 20 amp. Same thing for these guys. I noticed if I when I plugged the two to my 15 amps, sometimes after extended use, you can trip the circuit or the breaker. So might as well connect them to the 20 amp circuit, and I have no issues with both units when I do that. And so yeah, they're quite powerful. And the point is, obviously, When you're done washing and rinsing your vehicle while it's still wet, if you have protection on it, like a wax, a sealant, a ceramic coating, a graphene coating, or any type of coating, you're gonna have hydrophobic properties, right? So water beading and water sheeting. So meaning the water is very easy to remove. So you have two options. You use the manual option with a microfiber towel, but in order to not scratch or mar the paint, you're gonna use some sort of a drying aid or a quick detail spray to act as a lubricant. So that way you don't have any marring on the paint. But if you want to speed things up, you're going to use a leaf blower cordless option or a car dryer with filtered hot air that is going to blow the water off super quickly. And even more importantly, not only are you going to dry your vehicle in just a matter of a few minutes, so much faster than towel drying. So it's going to help you prevent any water spotting because you're a lot quicker around the vehicle. But using a blower or a car dryer allows you to remove the water that's in intricate areas like headlights, taillights, these side markers, LED lights, the grills, the jambs here, the sills, door jambs, the mirrors, the gas caps, so on and so forth, even on the side moldings here on your pillars, things like that, and even the handles, because we know the water likes to drip off. There's nothing worse than you're done cleaning your car and then you see all those water drippage just going on and on as you're driving. More water gets out of those hard to reach areas if you're towel drying. Well, by using a car dryer, it's a lot more efficient in time, but you're also removing water, again, from door sills, door jambs, trunks, frunks like mine, or hoods in the front, your lips, your grill areas, your LEDs, your headlights, taillights, the wheels, fantastic to quickly blow dry your wheels as well. And so on and so forth. So you're not only more efficient once again, but you're drying the car a lot quicker. So on bigger size vehicles, well, imagine just how much quicker you are as well. If I remember, I have reviews for both of these, by the way. So the Ego 580 CFM, I think I dried my BMW at the time in like, what, 6-7 minutes with it, super quick. Does a great job, so check that review out if you're curious. Same for the Metrovac Master Blaster. I did a review for that and its smaller brother, which if you don't have the budget for a bigger blower, you can have something like this. This is the Air Force Blaster Sidekick. So same thing, it has a filter in the bottom, hot filtered dry air. You can connect this to an extension cord. It's technically a motorcycle dryer, but you can use this for your nooks, your crannies, your grills, your emblems, your wheels, your tires, the engine bay, things like that. Again, it has a pliable nozzle that is rubber tipped, so it won't damage the paint. So if you're on a smaller budget, you can use something like that. But if you do have the money to buy one of these guys, I'm telling you, you absolutely need this in your life. You're gonna love how quick these are. By the way, I didn't mention it, but here it is now. This one too from Bigboi, it has a rubber tip, so it won't damage anything if you accidentally hit a part on your vehicle. But this part here is plastic, so just be aware of that. The tip on the Metrovac is fully rubberized, so no worries on that. I've had this for many years now already. It's still going strong. So all of these are very high quality, by the way. It's just a matter of what your preference is. Cordless option or corded, regardless of which model you prefer, you're going to be well served, and you're going to dry your vehicle in no time. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any product, tool or equipment that you guys want to see a video for more specifically, yeah, let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section under the video. Again, all the links to the tools, the products, and of course the interior detailer that we used from Gyeon today are going to be linked in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. If you enjoy these raw style videos where I test products for the first time, like we did today in front of a camera, I know you guys liked the previous one for the CarPro Blackout. Let me know, drop a comment. I like your feedback, and of course you guys know I love to respond to YouTube comments. Also, there's future garage storage solutions coming. You're going to want to make sure you stay tuned for another crazy episode coming soon. Yeah, because I'm having way too much stuff. UPS, FedEx, and DHL deliver products to me almost on a daily basis, it seems. I'm friends with all of the delivery drivers at this point. It has become beyond a passion. I think it's an obsession. I just love products and tools and equipment. I have stuff all over the place right now. And I'm needing more and more place. Look at all these products. It is getting out of control, but don't we all love this? I love testing. I love trying. I like always searching for the best of the best, or the best value, the best performance, whether it's entry-level, mid-tier, or top-of-the-line products. I have a bunch of coatings here that I absolutely like. Man, we're having a lot of stuff. So yeah, jam-packed episode. Again, smash the thumbs up button to show me your support if you haven't done so yet, and you want to continue to learn more about car detailing, all the products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques. Make sure you click the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. So yeah, drop the comments, share these videos with your friends, your family, your coworkers, or whatever. Get them having the detailing bug like we all do. We're passionate about car detailing, guys. And yeah, beautiful day outside now. The vehicle is clean. Time for me to go out and drive. Let me know what other future videos or reviews or tutorials you want to know or you want to see. Drop a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one. So don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.